here on the Deborah Kennedy Show, we love empowering women. Women that really make a difference, but also the difference starts with themselves. And my guest tonight, Margaret Lynch, does just that. You think outside of the box. You're so professional. Yeah, you reach in there and find creative outlets for yourself, right? Yes, you do. So let's start a little bit about your history. So I know you're from Virginia. And I know you because you were Austin's trainer down at Audrey Kell.
Yes.
Was that your first job?
That was my first job. So I was an athletic trainer for 12 years and then decided to go back to PA school. And so now I'm a physician assistant at Ortho Carolina.
Right.
And so I work in our sports department and also work at urgent cares and realized that I need a hobby.
Yes, you because both of those are amazing jobs, but they're draining because you're working a lot. You're working, I'm sure, to pay off the student loans.
Yes,
and then you're like, okay. So what would you know better than working at the emergency room?
Exactly.
But after working an 8-hour day.
After working a 12 to 16-hour day, I get home and decided I needed to find an outlet. And so it's late at night and don't want to go for a run by myself. So that's when I was like, well, maybe I'll bead.
But I love the story that you told that you actually went to a shop and, it's kind of like paint on the canvas or, build your own beads. And you said you built this amazing, I don't know if it was a necklace or a bracelet.
There's two necklaces.
And you went to pay for it, and it was how much?
It was $160.
You're like, okay, I could do this.
Yeah, I about had a heart attack, and so at that point I was like, I think I can do this cheaper.
Way cheaper.
Way cheaper.
And so that's how your hobby started.
Yes, so then I started beading, and then it just kind of took off. I gave necklaces for Christmas, and then you inspired me to make bracelets.
Oh.
And so I started making bracelets and developed the arrow bracelet and just was arrow in kind of honor of arrow means Latin or is Latin for the wanderer or to wander or to be lost. And so I thought this was a great kind of story, backstory. My dad has always been worried about my direction because I was an athletic trainer and then decided to be a PA. And
now let me back up too. Your dad isn't a prominent attorney?
Yes.
He's a prominent attorney, very Southern.
Very Southern.
And women are like, oh gosh, you want to know the clear direction, right?
Exactly.
And so he was worried about you.
He was very worried.
Uh-huh.
And so,
very worried.
Very worried.
First of all, do an impression of your dad.
My dad would say, I'm trying to think of a topic, but he'd be like, well, Margaret, what direction are we going in? Where are you going to be in 5 years?
I love it.
I didn't have an answer. So error is to wander, and so I encouraged him and reassured him that the kind of old saying, all that wander are not lost.
Right.
And so I said, well, I don't know where I'm going. I'm moving in the right direction. And so I developed the arrow bracelet in kind of honor of the joy of the journey and the importance of the journey because you meet wonderful people like you.
Right. Aw, thank you. And it is, I think life is truly about the journey.
Yes.
And I don't think there's any mistakes in who you meet in life at certain times.
No.
Because you're meant to meet those people.
Exactly.
And so I think, it's really just a journey. And I'm so I'm so happy that you found something that's an outlet for you that you're really good at because you are really good at developing this amazing jewelry. And there's lots of jewelry out there. There really is. And I think there always has to be a story behind it.
Yes.
So, and I think you've got a great story. And I think that, you give so much to your patients, in your 16-hour days. It's kind of fun and creative to come and do your own thing at night when you have, like you probably need 6 hours of sleep or 5 because you never sleep. But to spend those 2 hours creating your necklaces and your bracelets and thinking of the stories that are going with them and the people that you're designing them for.
Exactly. So it's fun, it's an outlet, and it's slowly become a passion.
Right.
So I'm excited about it. And the other great thing about the bracelets are I also included lava beads, which are diffusers so you can put essential oils on them. And so that way you can celebrate and enjoy your essential oils through the day.
I love that because we have essential oils here. We do lemongrass when Bryce is doing my makeup,
Yeah.
and it just gives you joy. It brings you enlightenment. And I know when I was I have a torn meniscus, so when I was over there on Friday, one of the ladies that works there got bit by a spider.
She did.
And she said you told her to put essential oils on it, frankincense. What was it? I can't remember what she put on there. And her spider bites were dissipating.
Yep.
So it's kind of cool that the bracelets do have the lava beads, so that you can, do the lavenders or the lemongrass or the
Exactly.
peppermint, whatever,
Relax through the day.
Right, relax through the day. Well, I'm excited to have you on this journey on the Deborah Kennedy Show, because we really are about empowering women. And I know that you'll probably be on the cover of one of the major magazines for Entrepreneur of the Year. You're pretty amazing.
Well, thank
so I'm excited that you're able to share your journey with us here on the show, and we want to follow your journey and ask that you come back.
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. Margaret Lynch. Those two words you're going to be hearing a lot of. She's an empowering woman that really is making a difference, setting the trend, and I promise you're going to be hearing her name a lot more in the future.